What is your soul's contract? What does that mean? And what does it feel like in terms of reality in your life? Well, using the tree of life as a ways and means of accessing that in your own mind, I'm going to explain that. So what you have is you have the two extremes of who you are. Okay, so you have you as the 110 in the physical world. So that's you as your everyday material experience. Okay, this is how you interact in the world. And you have you as the 110 as the whole self. Okay, so as the whole self, you can also look at it, you can look at it as in your own world, but you can also look at it as the bigger picture. So the whole self is the divine self, it is the God self, whatever label you want to give it. But it is an aspect of life that is transcendent, that goes beyond certainly our very physical experience. Okay, so imagine that this central column here is the backbone of who you are. Okay, so literally you can place it almost straight down the front of you, or the back of you. It's the backbone of who you are. So this is the consciousness line. It's the framework of who you are. So imagine that when before you came into the physical world, that your consciousness, so this is you as the whole self, had an idea of what it wanted to experience through your physical opportunity, so your opportunity in the physical world. Because at this stage of the tree, it is non-physical. It doesn't have a something that is tangible that we can hold on to. It's something that's very much part of everything. Okay, so imagine that you have, from that perspective, an idea of what it was you wanted to experience in your life. So in order to do that, each of these spheres represent different aspects of life and different aspects of the emotional journey, and also the different aspects of how we connect ourselves as far as our everyday world is concerned and the whole self. So when we came into the physical world, we were not supposed to entirely forget everything that we were meant to learn and come in blind, so to speak. But if we knew everything and we could remember everything, on the days that we knew that something uncomfortable was due to occur, for as far as the emotions were concerned, we'd sit inside and watch telly until we thought, okay, it might have, that day might have passed and I can trot out again. Where in actual fact, the things that are quite often tough in life are the things we learn from the most. So imagine that as far as your decisions are concerned, that you made a map. So you made a plan. And you made a plan before you came in to this physical world of what it was that you wanted to experience. And then imagine that you decided that you needed to kind of forget the map or have a vague understanding of it, a vague recollection somewhere in the back of your mind. But you were going, it was still there, it was still in there, and that map was kind of programmed in. And so you found yourself into the physical world. Now, rediscovering your map is your journey through these different spheres. And these different spheres are aspects of your soul's contract. So, as an example, you could say that in this area of the soul development is that a lot of your information is stored. A lot of the information that you had from here is very much stored here in the soul aspect, in this aspect of the soul. But the physical self doesn't necessarily remember. Now, part of your soul contract will be to resolve and reconcile these three spheres in order for you to have a deeper awareness of the soul and your connection in the physical world. So the soul's contract is to experience the different spheres of the tree. It is also to resolve some of those experiences of the tree, because things get stuck there. So different energies get stuck there. They happen through the generations. It happens through the soul's cycles, and it happens through life in general. So different energies get caught and get stuck here. So our development is about reconnecting, or feeling that reconnection with ourselves at this kind of level, with all of these different spheres in sync. And when they go into it, they can become something that's in sync. We feel completely in sync with ourselves and in sync with life, and pretty much anything can occur in our life that feels uncomfortable, but we have developed that deep internal connection and faith that is enough to see us through anything. And that is your soul's contract.